Hello, 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 and it is Christmas Eve, my friends, my friends. So I'm trying to get everything ready for tomorrow. Meg's doing some errands, so she might pop in at some point, but I'm gonna just show you, I'm gonna make a small batch to show you how I make my marzipan, which is an almond paste, for anybody that doesn't know that, candy. It is super good. So I'm doing what I call a marzipan chocolate surprise kind of thing. Anyway, so it comes in a tube like this. You can make your own marzipan. It's not that difficult, but I've got so many recipes going on today. I just bought it. It's always perfect that way. So these are always tricky to open. Let me see. They have like these metal grommets on the ends. They remind me of the, the Pillsbury ones. You always feel like you're gonna waste what's in the end, but let me see if I can get it. Nah, it never works. Let's see if we can get this open. So I'm gonna open this and I wanna keep it in kind of like a log if I can. Let's see if we can. I should probably get out scissors for this, my friends. Just saying. So maybe I will grab, no, maybe it'll peel right out. Okay, here we go. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Let's see if we can get this out in one section. So marzipan can be a little on the sticky side, but we got it. We got it, you guys. You can refrigerate it too. And marzipan keeps for a while. And it's a very, I'm going to get some scissors. Hold on. Sorry about that. I thought I was prepared for this quick and easy one. You know what I'm saying. All right, here we go. We got scissors now. Now we should be able to whip this baby out. Let's see. So I'm trying to get it out as a whole log. Is my plan. Let's see if we can. Let's see if I need to do a couple more snipperoos. So how's everybody's holiday going? Is everybody ready? Tonight when we all go to bed, the big old guy's going to be coming, bringing some prezzies, I hope, for everybody. Only if you're on the good list, though. Alrighty, so now we get the log done. Alright, so usually I just try to, reshape it up a little bit. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to cut this into 10 or 12, not sure yet, pieces. But I'm going to keep them, they're going to be like saucers, so kind of like so. So I'm going to start by cutting it up that way. Let me know if anybody has any questions. I'm going to show you how cool this is. This is like really super cool. And oh my gosh, people are going to think you got them from a bakery or, candy shop, one of those fancy places, But, so you want to try to make them as even as you can. But it does get pretty sticky. I'm just warning you. You'll see my hands are getting quite sticky here. Just saying, just saying. But I'm going to show you. This isn't going to take long. It's not going to take long. I promise you guys. And I don't know where everybody is that's viewing this, but if it's Christmas Eve where you are too, your stores probably aren't open to get marzipan, but if you have almonds at home, you can make your own marzipan. All you need is almonds. It's pretty easy, pretty simple and easy. How many pieces do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, that's kind of a funny number. Should we try to make 12? We can try. All right, we're going to go for 12. We're going for the big dozen, guys. We are going for the big dozen. Here we go. All right, so now I'm going to take each one of these marzipan pieces that I cut. I'm going to roll them into a ball, and they're not, as you can see, as sticky, kind of like they're not going to stick to your hands. And then flatten them out, kind of like like a quarter. And that's when they're going to kind of stick to your hand. Just saying. All right, but you want to try to make them like a quarter, like you know what I'm saying. So I'm going to do this with all of them. So we're going to have some fun. Here we go. Actually, I might keep them in the balls. I'm going to keep them in the balls so that they don't make such a mess. That's what I'm going to do with these. All right, let me just ball all these babies up. So I hope everybody's got their shopping done by now, because I know around here all the stores are already closed. So the only place you could be going would be like 7-Eleven or something like that. Even our supermarkets are now closed. I think they all closed at, like maybe 5 o'clock or something. Except for, those 24-hour stores, you could go there. And I think like some pharmacies have to stay open for certain hours. If they're a pharmacy, at least in our state, there's laws. If you're a pharmacy, you have to be open. They even have to be open on Christmas for, I think, like 5 hours or 6 hours or something. So, anyway, that would be that. So you could still probably go to a pharmacy and get some gift cards, or depending on how big your pharmacy is, they might have some other gifty stuff that you could get if you forgot something. But chances are they're not going to have marzipan. They might have it already, like, made into candy, though. You never know if they have, depending on where you live. Some places do. This is kind of a European candy. So, all right, so we got our balls. We got our balls. We're ready. I'm going to move this out of my way. Okay, so next what we're going to do with these balls is we're going to take, you can put anything you want in the middle. I like to make a surprise in the middle, so I'm using these cocoa-covered almonds. You can use regular almonds. You can use hazelnuts. You can put, a hunk of chocolate in there. You can just make them without doing anything if you want. So anyway, these are these chocolate-covered almonds. They came from BonnieMode.com. They've got a great variety of all kinds of stuff. So now I'm going to take the almond and I'm going to push it into the middle, and I'm going to, kind of encase it with the marzipan, just like so, and then ball it back up. So there you go. So now you can't see it in there. It's going to be like a surprise when someone eats it. See? Make it right back into the ball. So I'm going to do that with each one of these. So you must think I'm nuts, right? Put it in there. And then, like I said, the easiest way is to put it in and then just roll it around again back into a ball around it. But this one I made into like a silver dollar, and I shouldn't have, because it made it more sticky. So this one's my tricky one. So I'm not sure how well this one's going to come out, but we're working it. We're working it. Okay, let's see if we can make it happen. Because you want it completely encased if you can, which is, this one's fighting me. So this one, this one might be our sample one. There we go. So, okay, next. All right, so now we're going to take the next marzipan ball, and we're going to just push the almond into it, and then kind of encase this around it, and then, again, roll it back into the ball. Are we having fun, guys? Are we having fun? I'm just asking, just saying. So yeah, it's Christmas Eve, and I've been working on, everybody has their own little traditions, and we're kind of got our own little tradition thing going on. Now, I just got to keep an eye on which ones I've already done, because you don't want to be trying to push an almond into one you've already done, just saying. What was I saying? Yeah, so what we do, we have to get animals out first on the farm in the morning, because, they need to get out. But it is so cold. We're having such a cold Christmas this year. It is flurrying. I don't know how much of a white Christmas it's going to be, but we are having a cold Christmas. And I'm wondering if I should have made these balls bigger. I'm just saying, because these almonds are kind of big. Maybe I'll make some with and some without. Maybe that's a good idea. We'll make some with almonds and some without. How's that? Let's see if I can ball this baby back up. I love marzipan. I think I'm going to leave the smaller balls almondless, and the bigger ones, there we go, maybe I can get it too. There we go. Maybe I'll do, this one's kind of big. This one can probably handle an almond. So I probably should have made 10 with this particular tube, because my almonds are a little big. If you use a smaller, nut or piece of chocolate or whatever you're going to put in the middle, then it wouldn't be such a big deal. so, oh, maybe I can try to ball this again. Here we go. Ooh, there we go. Okay, all right. Oh, that was the one I thought was going to be the odd man out. Look at that. All righty. All right, so I'm going to leave, let's see. All right, so, oh, that's perfect. Okay, 6 with almonds and 6 plain. Okay, perfect. All righty. Now, let me get this stuff out of the way. I think I need to wash the stickiness off my hands. Hold on. So we're going to get a couple of things ready before we move on to our next step. We are going to need a couple of things. So first we're going to be dusting these in cocoa when we're done. So we're going to take some cocoa and I'm going to sift it because we want to make sure that there's no lumps in the cocoa. So we're going to just do a sift because the lumps would make a terrible mess, just saying. Just saying, my friends, my friends. Let me know if anybody has any questions so far. Oop, did you see that? I'm making a mess. All right, so I'm going to put the cocoa balls back in because there's nothing wrong with them. They're just clumpy, you know, clumpy balls, you know. And if we need more, I got it handy right there, but that might be enough. We're going to find out. All right, so now we're going to chocolate cover our marzipan first. And to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to take a half a bag of chocolate chips. I got these at Trader Joe's. These are an organic semi-sweet chocolate. I thought a darker chocolate would go nice with this. So I'm going to use about a half a bag, should be enough. And I'm going to add to that just a little less than a teaspoon. So that's like 1 cup, by the way. 1 teaspoon of vegetable oil. Now I'm going to show you my trick on how we make this so creamy. We're going to microwave this, but now we're going to do it in intervals of 20 seconds. So I'm going to stop it every 20 seconds and give it a stir. That's how I make mine really smooth. And you know how we want to be nice and smooth, my friends. We won't be the smooth ones. Okay. I'm going to get another. Are you guys counting? Did we hit 20? Oops, 20 seconds. Okay, so now I'm going to take it out and I'm just going to toss it around. Toss it around, toss it around, toss it around. Okay, now we're going to put it back in for another 20 seconds. This is the only way that I can find to make it super smooth. I've tried so many times, and a lot of times they'll come out, you know, clumpy or whatever, you know, or too dry, or you overheat it, or, okay. 20 seconds, and we're going to go ahead and stir it again. This is the only way I seem to get it to like really heat evenly and come out super smooth without doing it in a double boiler. Double boilers are actually the best for this, but I'm trying to get so many things done. This is probably going to take about a minute and 20 seconds-ish. Sometimes the darker chocolate, sometimes I find takes just a little bit longer sometimes, but we'll see. Okay, it's getting nice. You want to see? It's not done yet, but it's getting a nice creamy consistency. So it's not quite done yet. We're going to let it go another set, and that should be perfect, I think. We're going to try it. So just as I thought, it'll probably be a minute and 20 seconds. Now remember, the bowl's going to be hot, so it's going to continue to melt down, and you don't want it to burn. So as you can see, it's a beautiful creamy chocolate. There we go. Just what we wanted. Just what we wanted. Okay, let me grab another plate. Alrighty, so let me show you the next step, my friends. Now we're going to put this ultimately on parchment paper. Again, it's on parchment paper here, and it's going to go back on another piece of parchment paper. So this is how I do it. So I mean, some people use like a toothpick and stuff. I always find that, you know, they slide off, get stuck in the chocolate, you know, all that. So what I do is I use a slotted spoon. So first I'll take one of the balls and put it into the chocolate and cover it. But you don't want a huge hunk of like chocolate, because then it's just going to pool when you put it onto the parchment paper. So I put it in a slotted spoon and try to get off all the extra, you know, extra chocolate, because you don't want it to be just a big hunk of chocolate. You want it to just be coated. And then I lift it out with a fork. Make sure it's all coated nice. Transfer it over to the fork. Let any last drips come off. And next, we're going to take it and we are going to put it into the cocoa powder. And now we're just going to toss it around in the cocoa powder. So I think we're going to probably need a little more cocoa powder. And then I take another slotted spoon, because you don't want it to be like absolutely coated and, you know, in cocoa powder and, you know. So then I put it on another slotted spoon and shake off all of the extra powder. And there you have it, your marzipan balls. And then I'm going to put it on the parchment paper. And once I get them all done, we can put them into the refrigerator to set up for about 30 minutes if you want, or you can let them, you know, set up just on the counter. But you want to let them set up really well. That's why I'm doing them tonight for tomorrow. So yeah, so I'm going to finish doing this whole run, and this is how delicious they are going to look, but I'm going to have a whole plate of them. So thank you guys for watching my marzipan balls, and I hope everybody's having an amazing Christmas. I'm going to be coming live a lot more often, so make sure you hit your follow button so you'll know when I'm live, my friends. Merry Christmas, everyone.